if you paid attention to this channel, a couple of months ago you saw a short little feature we did with a Chevelle and a turbo Lexus. Tonight, we find ourselves in that turbo Lexus. This is the 2002 IS300 for Kevin Mounts, also known on Instagram as boosted_Lexi. This is a fantastic vehicle that we built over the past year, and we wanted to give you guys a little bit of a featurette about what exactly is in this car, what we did with it, and what it's really for. So, if you've seen this car before, which I hope you have, it's got a little bit of that Fast and Furious vibe. However, this is a four-door sedan, and if you know your old school muscle cars, four-door sedans are not cool. Well, to us they are. This is essentially our version of a four-door Supra. So this car originally came with a 2JZ GE in it. Not a bad motor, makes some decent power, pretty sporty, pretty fun to drive. We've done a little bit, okay, we've done a lot, and replaced all of the internals in this motor. Everything's been upgraded for turbo components. It's built to handle all the boost we're going to throw at it. This is also a full interior car. One of the things you never see in race cars is air conditioning, heated seats, power seats. All of this stuff on the inside of this car functions. When we talked about this car, Kevin was not interested in building a straight-up race car. He didn't want to get rid of all of his creature comforts. He wants to be able to enjoy this car. He wants to be able to take it to work, take the family out with it, go to the movies with it, whatever you want. Will it go in the rain? Technically, yes. Snow? Probably not going to happen. But otherwise, you could drive this thing fantastically well. We're driving down the road, obeying the speed limits here in Ohio, and it doesn't care. This is a full exhaust car. It doesn't have a screaming system that comes right out the side. It doesn't have an exhaust pipe coming out the hood. This is a fully built, fully prepped race car for the street that you can use for absolutely anything. And one of the absolute best parts about this car is after a long night of cruising, or a long work week, you can pull into a gas station. Not have to wonder if they're running corn, if they have any special blend, what type of season it is. None of that. Grab a gas pump, stick it in, hit premium, continue on. So there's almost nothing with this car we haven't touched. From the BC Racing coilovers that this car currently sits on, Toyo tires. The body kit that's on this car is a very unique body kit. You're not going to see a lot of IS300s out there. Rumor has it there was a very, very small production number, somewhere in the single digits. This one was in pretty bad shape when we actually got this car. We have since then done some body work with a partner shop of ours, cleaned up all the body work on the body kit, cleaned up the paint, matched it to this beautiful Toyota red, and there you go. So, once we move around in the front, we have an intercooler kit that you can almost not even see. Tucked up underneath here is a intercooler kit from Driftmotion. As you can see, it's actually a really stealth little kit. Other than the, hey look at me body kit, you really can't tell that there's much of an intercooler sitting underneath there. It does a fantastic job of making sure our intake air temperature sensor gets a nice cold reading of nice cold air. So, let's take a look under the hood and see what that thing feeds. And there you have your 2JZ GE-T. You have your stock 2JZ GE block, stock 2JZ GE heads. The block has been bored out just slightly, replaced with a little bit of a low compression turbo piston. Upgraded Manley rods, stock crank. So we still have that 3-liter displacement. We dropped compression. As a naturally aspirated motor, this would have exploded itself with a turbo on it. But with these turbo pistons in it, no problem whatsoever. We did a little bit of trickery. Well, when I say we, Joe Coben over Performance Research did a little bit of trickery with the heads. Nothing serious, just to allow a little bit better spring pressure, and cleaned up the heads a little bit. Did a full valve job for us. These things flow pretty well, even from the factory. Now, one of the tricks with this car is this is a VVTi motor, and we left the VVTi function. We also left the stock cams in this thing. So this is running on NA cams with VVTi. Most people would freak out about that, and up until very recently, most people couldn't even tune that. The nice thing with this setup is we can utilize that low-end torque that this car was originally set up for to make this car much more enjoyable on the street. A lot of times when you go with a turbo car and you go big cam and big turbo, they're a dog off the light. They're terrible to drive around town. And that's all well and good for a drag strip if that's what you enjoy doing. This car was built to be able to be enjoyed all day long, every day, in every kind of aspect. This is truly a turbocharged 500 wheel horsepower daily drivable street car. So what did we feed this thing with? This is a 6465 turbo from Driftmotion. A little bit of custom intercooler piping. We have nothing super crazy here. Now, in order to be able to make this work, your ABS block on the 2002 sits exactly where this turbo is. So the ABS had to be relocated. ABS is now back here in the back corner. Well, back here in the back corner is exactly where the battery used to be. So the battery has now been located in the trunk. It sits inside the spare tire well. All of the trunk, all of the interior is still all there. You never know. So your ABS block is up here in the corner where the battery used to be. All of the ABS lines have been rerouted. Everything's exciting that way. No problems whatsoever. It is still running the original GE intake. It is running the GE throttle body. So this is running on manifold pressure. It is no longer running on MAF. Hidden over here in the corner where it's hard to see is an Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. It is a boost referencing fuel pressure regulator. So as boost comes up, it allows more fuel to flow. Keeps things safe, keeps things happy. Now, when we talk about fuel, what have we got in this thing? Well, we have an upgraded fuel pump in the tank. We have a fuel rail from Driftmotion up here in the front with 750cc injectors. This is a center-feeded fuel rail that's deadheaded on both ends. The nice thing with their fuel rails from Driftmotion is you have multiple different options of how you want to feed and take that fuel away from it. In this situation, we deadheaded both ends and we feed it directly to the front. So this is a returnless fuel system that's on this car. It does a fantastic job. The 750cc injectors are more than enough for what we ask from it. Able to make 500 horsepower on street tune, on street gas, no problems at all. Walk with me and I'll show you inside. So as we said, this is a true street car. In our world of true street cars, as a hot rodder, you leave the interior in the car. This car is exactly that point. It would have been a whole lot easier to build this if we just stripped this thing out. But this is truly a street car. Full interior. Gauges are all functioning. We've also got a couple of extra gauges up there on the top to monitor all of our turbo goodiness. As I said originally, this is a 5-speed car. Now, this had a W58 transmission in it from Lexus. Not a bad transmission, especially for what Lexus originally intended out of these cars. However, this transmission that's in this is a R154 transmission out of a Mark III Turbo Supra. Beautiful thing about this, fantastic transmission from the factory, handles exactly what we're asking out of it. Also, not terribly expensive. Now, that was a little bit tricky. Because of the setup of this car, this was not originally designed to run in this car. We did have to use a bracket provided to us by wonderful people over in Oregon that actually make an adapter bracket, and I'll link that to you, so that you can see how this works. And that adapter bracket allows the shifter position to be changed, so it can come through our stock shifter location. In this car, you would never know the difference. That this car was not built with this transmission and this engine. So these 275-18s on the back of this thing from Toyo will hook up pretty well on the street. For daily driving purposes, this car is completely capable of doing that. You will be able to break this thing loose, absolutely. Anything short of a drag radio, you will. But these things will handle the power that we're throwing out of this thing pretty well. You have a Blitz exhaust that's in the back of this thing, and that wraps up the back end of this car. It gives it that beautiful 2JZ sound, and we think it's absolutely fantastic. So there's your walk around. This is Boosted Lexi for Kevin Mounts, and we're very proud of this vehicle. We're very, very proud of this vehicle to the point where it even made it on our shirts. So there you go. There's the story behind the Boosted Lexi and a little peek underneath the hood. There are some things that we didn't mention, and if you really want to know those things, you can ask in the comments below. We're always willing to help other people out on how this process goes, so you can build your own Boosted Lexi. As always, give us a follow on here, subscribe to the channel, find us on any kind of social media. You can look for us as Lucore Automotive or LucoreRacing on Instagram. Kevin and this Boosted Lexi is boosted_Lexi on Instagram. And you'll see much more about this car. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.